Happy New Year's Eve, everybody, and welcome to the last video of the year. Thank you for joining me just to talk about video games, which is really exciting for me. So it's the end of the year. We made it. We made it. You made it. Another year of gaming. Give yourselves a pat on the back. And also probably like a rub on the knuckles and a little hand massage for you. I think the reason why it's been exciting this year of gaming, for me specifically, I quit Destiny 2 and that was a big change for me. It took about 5 years of my life on and off, not consistently, thank God. I actually took a 2-year break, but I did jump back and I was pretty deep into it for like the last 2-3 years, and I'm glad to finally let it go for now until the next expansion comes out. That game, it was great, but it's just the grind that kind of gets to me, and it literally drained the light out of me. If you play Destiny, you'll probably get that, but it drained the light out of me and I was just soulless. So that's done, and it opened up the ability for me to play other games which have been on my to playlist for a really long time. So I was able to play it and I'm happy with where I landed. It was a goal of mine at the beginning of the year to play more video games, and I think I attained that pretty good. So we'll talk about all the games I played in 2021. Just reflect on it. It's a video about me, okay? Just saying. Reflect on some of those games. I'll talk about which of those games I dropped and which ones I just started playing. So maybe I can't really even include those. I don't know how tactical I'm getting. But we'll talk about the other 9 games. So here's a list of the games that I played in 2021. I should go do this. Ugh. Is that better? Maybe. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just bring the microphone this way. The first game I played, coming off of the bench, the Destiny bench, was Battletoads 2. So Battletoads, pile, is a sequel to this one. No, actually, I think it's a sequel to the one after, which I don't have because I didn't play it. But it's a sequel to this. And it's actually pretty cool. I mean, I actually did not beat it yet. I'm pretty close to the end, but it was very interesting the way that they built the concept of the game. If you haven't played Battletoads on Steam, definitely give it a try. They twisted the concept where you're not necessarily back in the day saving things. They pretty much, like, that was all a hallucination and you are a frog in a real world just trying to make it. And I think that's so cool because I mean that's everybody who played the original games, right? They're just out here trying to live, trying to make it. So after that game, I did try this game for the first time, NieR Automata. It was on my to playlist for years, and it definitely did not disappoint. It's pushing it on best soundtrack, I'd say. And everybody knows how much I love the Chrono Cross soundtrack, but this is pretty good. So we'll have to talk about that in another video, but definitely, I mean, if you have not played this game, definitely do it. And I'll end it by saying pod is life. Pod is life in this game, and that's pin drop. I am very obsessed with the amusement park in this game. I think the amusement park is beautiful. The music is beautiful, and it was on my repeat playlist for a really long time. Actually, there's a really great cover of the amusement park done by somebody I follow on YouTube, so I'll flash that here so you can take a look. But yeah, definitely check her out. It's great. Then after that, I mean, coincidentally, around the time I finished NieR Automata, NieR Replicant just came out, and that was a great game too. I have never played anything in the NieR series except for this one, and I understand this was a re-release of another game that was only released in Japan, and they updated this so that it had a bunch of Easter eggs connecting to this. So it was great. I think the only thing I'd say is the music. I mean, it's beautiful, but I probably wouldn't have liked this as much as a standalone game than I did this, right? NieR Automata was just like killing it. NieR Replicant was good in its own way, a pivot from Automata if you haven't played it yet, but the music, it's so lit. It makes you melt. Okay, so the next one I played after that was, I mean, I think we're all familiar with Final Fantasy VII, but the Final Fantasy VII remake had launched, and that was primed by Yuffie, who's my favorite in Final Fantasy VII, by the way. Okay, she's always on my ultimate team. Okay, she's the one taking down the big bad Sephiroth in all of my main parties. That's my girl. So I was really excited for that, and it was great. I don't even know how else to say it. It makes me want to replay this game, and I probably will replay it. The last Final Fantasy VII remake release, Intergrade just really did it. They did such a great job, and good job, Square Enix. Good job. Super Smash Bros. One of the games that I played consistently throughout the year. For those who follow me on Instagram or watch me on Twitch, you know that this is a very competitive game for me. I take pride in my gameplay, and I mean, I've been champing this since N64, man, so come on, like, can't disgrace myself. But yeah, definitely played that a lot, especially the last released character on Ultimate, which is Sora. Mind blown. Such a good add-on to the game, even though the Kingdom Hearts franchise is suffering a bit right now, but I think this character was great. It was a great selection, and the other ones too, they were all great in their own way. The next game, one of my favorites. I love this game. Back 4 Blood. Still in the packaging, still fresh. I play on Steam with my friends. I've been a die-hard Left 4 Dead fan for a very, very long time, and I've been waiting for this game for a very, very long time. I think over a decade, you know, that's how long I've been waiting for this game, and it did not disappoint. I love the co-op. I love the gameplay. Stronger together. If you guys play Back 4 Blood, you know who that is. But the backstories to some of the characters, which we're still trying to learn, right? But definitely a great game and very strategic, and I can appreciate that because a few things Left 4 Dead was missing. The first one was the ability to aim. Like, you could not aim. Obviously running, I mean, you can't really run at all. Really enjoyed this game. Definitely one of the best games I've played this year. The next one is Phasmophobia. So I've been playing so much Phasmophobia. I did play when it originally came out in 2020, but it's just done so good, and it's kind of became one of the staple games for my friends and I. Enjoyed it. I loved what they did during the Halloween. It was like a disco, like constant disco there. It was great. Yeah, definitely a great game if you haven't played Phasmophobia. The only thing that sucks is I'm usually the only one playing VR at everybody's keyboard, so I'm always more scared than everybody else. But when you're on keyboard, like, it's not scary at all, but when you're in VR, you're just like, oh my god, everything's so immersive. It's great. Okay, oh, actually, the next one are VR games. So there's Crisis VRgade 2. I've never played Crisis VRgade 1, but I will eventually. This game was amazing. Just imagine playing Time Crisis in VR. That's this game. And you kill Yakuza. That's like the cherry on top. Did you ever think that when you went to Palladium or the arcade to play Time Crisis with the little guns, that you'd actually be doing this in VR? Like, I never even thought about that. I didn't really think about the future of video games, but like, that's crazy to me because I used to play that all the time. I think I even had it for PS1, and like, just to like play something like that in VR is just like, to me. That's my reaction. But yeah, definitely a great game if you have not played it. It's multiplayer, which is cool too. It's hard, man. It's hard, and yeah, I mean, you only get 2 lives and you can win lives, but yeah, you can only get 2 lives. Okay, the next one is Find My Phone at VR. And I didn't call out other VR indie games that I was playing, but this one I ended up calling out specifically because it's wholesome and is just like hands down a game to make you smile. Like I left feeling happy and content. And not a lot of games I played do that, where you play the game and like you just leave with this like really satisfied feeling. That's what I felt when playing Find My Phone at VR. Such a great game. You can actually play it on the Oculus Lab. Highly recommend it. It's probably like a 15-minute game, but definitely worth my 15 minutes. So those are the games that I've beat, completed, or near completed. I mean, Battletoads I'm pretty much completed. I do have a few games I'm still playing or I just started playing, so I'll mention those. The first one is Tales of Arise. Tales of Arise is such a great game. It rejuvenated my love for Tales games, and I've been playing Tales games since I was a kid. Loved them, but I fell off of it because I played a really bad Tales game, and it was this game. It was terrible. Tales of Grace's F. It was just, man, it was, I don't even want to talk about it. It was too much love and friendship, but I ended up never playing Tales games since then. That was PS3, so that was a really long time ago. But yeah, Tales of Grace's F was dry. Let's never ever bring it up again. But Tales of Arise, really good game. I'm about 70% done right now, and God, I am always broke in this game. Okay, like just usually in games, as you level up, you start getting more dough and more whatever moolah. But honestly, I am scraping by because I overload on gels all the time. You know, you'd rather be safe than sorry. But yeah, definitely still playing that game. I don't really want to talk about it much more than that now, just because I'm not done it. So when I do finish, I'll talk a little bit more about it. Persona 5. Persona 5. I just started playing Persona 5 Royale. I always wanted to play a Persona game. I've never played a Persona game. I'm probably about 50% done, I think. I don't know. I have all of the main characters. I'm just fucking shit up right now, but definitely a great RPG game, and the music is so fire. The music is so fire, okay? It is like a great soundtrack. I'll do a video on Persona 5 when I'm done, because there's some things I really like about it. And then obviously there's other things that annoy me, but like I'm pretty pro Persona 5. The World Ends With You. I'm playing on PC, so I don't actually have the copy, but I played the first one when it came out. I won't talk about that. This one's supposed to be the sequel to that. It's been long awaited. Art direction by Tetsuya Nomura, big Square Enix title. It came out around the same time like Kingdom Hearts was kind of like really popular, and I remember just the art style reminded me of Kingdom Hearts. I think the artist Tetsuya Nomura did that on purpose, but definitely I bought the game because of that, and here I am playing the sequel, so I'll talk about that more later when I've made some leeway on it. Okay, the next game on my still playing list is Pokemon Brilliant Pearl and Pokemon Shining Pearl. Sounded really smart for a second, and then yeah, Pokemon Shining Pearl. This, I don't even know if I can say I started it, because I play Pokemon very seriously. I EV train, and if you EV train, you know what EV training is, and yeah, it's time consuming. So I make sure I get like the best personality nature possible, and that takes time. It takes time. So I've played for a few hours, but a lot of that's been no progress because I'm EV training. But definitely will beat that very soon. And the last game that I'll say I'm still playing is the VR game Survive. It's pretty much a VR Left 4 Dead. I have a haptic suit, so I like playing it in my haptic suit, and it's just beyond amazing. I don't know what the ending is yet, so I'll talk a little bit more about it when I get closer to the end. Okay, let's talk about what I dropped. So, definitely Pokemon Snap was the first one. I streamed Pokemon Snap on Twitch, and I'll be honest, my audience and myself were a bit on the older side, so we played the original Pokemon Snap, which was like totally cool, right? I mean, that was during the time where they released Tracy from Pokemon. Yeah, they brought him out and ended up just, you know, taking pictures of Pokemon was really cool all of a sudden. So anyways, they released Pokemon Snap and I loved it. I beat that thing, rented it from Blockbuster, and then ended up getting my own copy. You know, it was a great game. But what I found out from this new one, and also evident from my stream, is that we don't know half the goddamn freaking Pokemon. Like, who are they? Are we too old or are they too new? I don't get it. It's one of the two. But I'm gonna always be on our side and say that, you know, we are too... It's too new. Sorry, I already screwed that up. Okay, but yeah, it's definitely not the game for me. I played it a bit, and what's annoying is you have to like get so many perfect pictures of shit in the game where you need to replay it several times, the same map, in order to proceed and unlock another map. And to me, that was just like, how am I gonna ever explore Kanto and Johto and the other worlds if you're making me replay this goddamn shit 24 times? So yeah, I was definitely just not into Pokemon Snap. Final Fantasy XIV. Okay. I've heard such good things about this game and I continue to. It's just something about MMORPGs now. It's just, I don't want to be your delivery man. Like, all the quests in the first 6 hours of me playing, the only 6 hours of me playing, was picking up one object and delivering it to the next person who's just down the hall. I'm like, God, you have feet. You're supposed to be like a mage or like some sort of rogue or something. Like, walk your fucking parcel yourself. Like, why do I have to deliver it? So yeah, that was 6 hours of that. And I'm really appreciative of my friend Justin, if you're watching, for spending those 6 hours with me and literally like flying me on his mount from quest to quest. Like, that was not fun, and I felt bad for him. And then I never played again. So definitely not the game for me. I think if I was able to maybe invest more time into it, definitely I would play it. But I've kind of made up my mind when quitting Destiny that I'm just gonna focus on games, like, you know, one-time games that, you know, you beat and actually have an ending. So I'll leave it at that. So yeah, that pretty much sums up all of the games that I've played this year. We're gonna rank these games based on which one has the best characters, the best gameplay, the best OST, because music matters a lot, the best storyline, and replayability. I think those are 5 good topics to rate these games that I've played. The first one, best character. So which one has the best character? Or should that be characters with an S? Yeah, let's do characters with an S. I might have to say Back for Blood. I mean, I think the characters are great. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give that one to Back for Blood for sure. Best characters. Best gameplay. Oh, okay, this one might have to go to Back for Blood. I'm not creative, am I? Yeah, I just think the gameplay in Back for Blood is great. You know, the bullet situation, the fact that you can add buffs, the ability to drop ammo for each other, like the level of support is just off the rails. So I'll have to give Back for Blood the best gameplay. Wait, okay, so if it's best characters, can we also consider Tales of Arise there? Okay, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna change my answer because I've almost beat Tales of Arise. I'm pretty far, okay, and I've also spoiled the ending for me too. Just because I can't wait anymore and I need to see if Alphen and Shion get together. I love that stuff. I ship video game couples, so yes, I definitely spoiled the ending of that game for myself because I couldn't wait anymore. But yeah, I'd say I'm gonna change my best characters with an S to Tales of Arise, because They deserve it. Take home that prize. Take home that prize. Okay, the next one. Best OST. OST is original soundtrack for you people who don't know. Okay, so OST. I was gonna say, is Destiny 2 in this list? Because they have a pretty like amazing OST. Like for their last expansion, Beyond Light, the soundtrack is off the hooks. Okay, but Destiny's not on this list. You know, let's pick NieR Automata, because I think NieR Automata, it was funny. That thing was on repeat. Okay, everywhere I went. Best storyline, I'm going to say Back for Blood. No, I'm joking. Okay, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Definitely. Okay, I really enjoyed it, okay? Because although this was like a pretty shitty game, don't get me wrong, I know it was a shitty game. I played it, okay? I like how they tied it in. I mean, there was always so many questions about this game and like, WTF, this game. So this really just like, it was like, what's a good way to put it? Like butter between jam and a piece of toast. I don't even think that's a saying. To be honest, that's not a saying. Okay, so yeah, best storyline definitely goes to Final Fantasy VII Remake. Loved the game. The last one, replayability. I'm gonna say replayability means if you can beat the game, you can replay it. So something not like Super Smash Bros, because we know that I'm gonna be playing that to like my deathbed. That's coming home with me. Definitely NieR Automata is the best replayability, I'm gonna say. Although, wait, I forgot. Okay, so if something really like bothers me in a video game, I will never replay it ever. An example of that is Final Fantasy X, where I like to get all the ultimate weapons, okay? I love getting the ultimate weapons, but I happened to get Lulu's ultimate weapon, and that just killed the game for me. So, that said, there was something in NieR Automata that did kill the game for me. It was stupid, okay? You were in 9S's hacking game, and you had to destroy something. One of those things took me literally 2 hours until I YouTubed it, and I found the solution. Okay, so best character, best gameplay, best OST, best storyline, and replayability, whatever that means. I could sum this up and just say that the gaming gods have blessed us with a great year, and they are going to bless us with another great year in 2022. That is a wrap. That's a wrap. That sums up all of my games, my thoughts on the games, and my titles for the games. That was fun. I really liked that. Let me know in the comments, do you agree with some of these titles that I've given, or do you disagree? Love to hear your thoughts below. I am going to make another goal next year to just play more video games. So definitely something I'm going to be doing more, along with posting more content. I will be posting more content. So if you are new here, go ahead, hit a subscribe, help me out. Otherwise, or if you enjoyed my content, I mean, I hope to see you back. I do post video game content, VR content, and there's a lot more in store. Hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Happy New Year. Now I have to put back all of this. All of it. All of it. No.